Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and happy Hoa 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 season. In honor of the season, today we are making Twilight bracelets. I've been waiting to do this video for a while now. I was just waiting until, you know, it was actually fall to do this, and it is now. All the patterns that I made today will be linked down below if you guys want access to them. And without further ado, let's get into making these Twilight bracelets. I'm so excited to be on Bracelet Book, and we're gonna go ahead and find some patterns that we want to make for this video. I am going to filter by alpha. I don't think there's gonna be any Twilight normal patterns, but just in case, to narrow our search, we're gonna do alpha. And then I am going to type in Twilight and we will see what we get. Okay, so we're seeing some My Little Pony stuff. This looks like probably like Twilight Sparkle, which is actually kind of hilarious. I like that. I am seeing these look like the book covers. Oh, this is cute. Forks and La Push. So yeah, we have more of the book covers here as well. There's a patchwork bracelet. I have made this a couple times before. I love that pattern very dearly. I really was just not expecting to see this much Twilight Sparkle. It's so funny. This looks like it's probably Bella and Edward here, which is kind of cute. These are so old. I really like seeing these types of patterns. Like this one that just says Jacob on it is so funny. It's just funny because now on Bracelet Book, you cannot submit patterns like this. They won't accept them because they're just way too simple. But I just think that's so funny, like Jacob. I do really like just this basic logo. That's really cute. I'm gonna save that one. And then I wanna go and see these patterns by McCon. I don't know if I'm saying that right, because it looks like they, oh my God! Wait, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying. Okay, okay. Don't tell me they're the ones that also made the Hunger Games book covers. Oh my God, what? Yeah, T. I did a whole video making all of the Hunger Games book covers, and it looks like they also did a lot of the Emily Henry books as well. But I'm looking at Twilight. Is this Divergent? Oh my God, these are sick. I'm gonna go ahead and save the book cover patterns that they have made. These are so cute. Oh my gosh. What are these? I don't recognize these. Oh my God, no way, they're the Percy Jackson books. Stop. Oh my God. I'm getting so off track, but those are so cute. These all are pretty small as well, so those are actually going to be really easy to make, and they're only a couple colors. Okay, what else do we have here? And there was also one, I think, I do like this one, but if we're doing the book covers, I probably don't need to do this one as well. I'm very tempted to make this one. This is the Skin of a Killer Bella. Very iconic. I just don't like how long it is. Is that weird or annoying to be like that? Okay. Well, I think do I need to make this? I don't know, I kind of want to because it's cute. We don't have a whole lot of options here because it's just, you know, that's just it. Well, I think that's what I'm gonna go with. So I do think I'm gonna make this one because it's cute, it's iconic, it's simple. We have to do it. It's just the basic Twilight logo, and then we have the books, all the book covers here. I don't actually know them by name, I can't lie. This is the original Twilight. Breaking Dawn, okay, I knew that one. Eclipse, yep, I knew that one, and this has to be New Moon. Okay, so like I'm so smart. And I am going to contemplate doing this one. I'm not sure. We'll see how we feel, but I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead and print all of these patterns out. All of the patterns are printed out here, and I decided to do this pattern, but I actually edited it myself because I just don't really like when my keychains are super long, and I actually just literally copied the pattern but put it into Bracelet Book myself and then just played around with the letters so that it was more stacked on top of itself. What am I trying to say? Instead of being really long and skinny, I made it a little bit shorter and then wider. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna start with making the book covers first. So we're gonna start with the very first book, which is Twilight here. So we're gonna do that one first. And I have a feeling we're pretty much gonna be using the same colors for all of these bracelets today because they're all pretty much the same. So let's just make the first one. The keychain for book 1 is finished and it is so adorable. I am so happy with how this came out. Oh, what is happening down here? Oops, let me just... Okay. I did do the flat end technique. I did this technique with my Disney Princess bookmarks that I did a whole video on. If you haven't watched that video, you definitely should because I love that video. I did get a couple requests to do a tutorial on this, even though I did link the video that I used to learn how to do this. People, I guess, just like when I explain things. And I do think I'm going to use one of these later patterns in this video to actually make a tutorial on this technique. So hopefully that video is actually out by now when you're watching this video. Kind of wanted to just do it for this keychain because it looks a little bit more like a book now. So anyways, we're going to go in order with the books. So we are doing New Moon, I think, is the next one, which looks like this. And it's pretty much just the same colors. Oh, I forgot to grab some green. I will grab some green and we will go ahead and make this one. Here is how the New Moon keychain turned out. I think it looks really adorable and these are gonna be so adorable when they are all done. And there's the back. But we're gonna move on to book 3, which is Eclipse. And nothing really new, all of the same colors. So let's go ahead and make this one. The Eclipse book cover keychain is all done and we can add this in order to the other 2 book covers. These are looking so adorable. And we only have one more book cover to make, which is the Breaking Dawn one. Once again, it's pretty much just the same colors that we've been using this whole time. I know, pretty boring and repetitive, but let's just go ahead and make this one. The 4th and final book cover keychain is done. Oh my gosh, these all came out so adorable and I'm so glad to have these as a set. How stinking cute are these? I love it. Now I just actually have to read the books. So anyways, the next pattern we're making, moving on from the book covers, is just the basic Twilight logo, I guess. And I was thinking about this one and I was like, you know, I just feel like this is so boring, okay? Love the pattern, it's so cute, but just in the context of this video, all we've been doing is black and white, just boring. Well, they're not boring, but just like the colors are boring and I kind of wanted to shake it up a little bit, so I decided to actually rework the pattern and this is what I came up with. I used the same exact text and everything. I just changed the background to have some trees and some like blue cloudy sky to kind of match the vibe of the movie. I just thought it would be a little bit more interesting to look at specifically for this video so that I'm not just making a black background with white text because how boring is that to watch? So we're doing something a little bit more fun, so I'm excited. These are the colors I chose. God, I wish I had like actual blue. This is like teal. Not at all what I want for this pattern, but it's just what I have, so we're gonna use it. And then I'm using gray for the trees and then white for the letters. So I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead and make this one. Oh my literal freaking gosh, you guys. I am actually obsessed with how this keychain turned out. First of all, I genuinely never thought this keychain was going to end. It took me so long to make for some reason. I don't really know. I literally love how this came out. It's so cute. And I actually really do like the background colors I chose. It's just it's giving very like misty, foggy, gloomy, which is like perfect. I love this so much. But we're moving on to our last pattern of the video. I saved the best for last, naturally. This is the skin of a killer Bella. It's perfect. And I have my colors here. A lot of this is all scrap thread, which is sick. And I really debated on what color background I wanted to do. I was toggling between these two, like a rust color and then like a nice orange, but I was like, I just don't know if these fit the vibe. So I actually think I'm gonna do this color. It's like a green tone gray. Is it kind of boring? Yes, but I think it just fits the Twilight vibe the best. I wanted to be out there and do something different, but I don't know. I just have to stick with what I know, to be honest. What's that song? Stick to the stuff you know. Stick to the status quo. Is that from Radio Rebel? Wait, it's from High School Musical. Girl, what am I talking about? Radio Rebel. Anyways, I'm just gonna make the bracelet. The last bracelet is all done, and here's how it turned out. This is the skin of a killer Bella. So cute, so good. I'm really glad that I edited the text so that it was 3 layers instead of just 2. This is already really long, so I cannot imagine how long it would have been if I didn't alter the text. I just don't like my keychains to be super long, but I think this turned out really cute. And that is also going to wrap it up for this video. This was everything that we made today, you guys. Absolutely loving the Twilight vibes, you guys. Amazing! Well, that's gonna do it for me today, you guys. Definitely let me know which one was your favorite out of all the bracelets that we made today. I think my favorite is probably just this one. It's just classic. Gotta love it. I also really quickly at the end of this video wanted to give you guys my ranking of the movies. I did rewatch them while I was making these bracelets. Let me also just preface this by saying I did not grow up watching Twilight. I probably watched it for the first time when I was in maybe high school. I've never read the books before, so I don't feel this like deep personal connection with Twilight, so definitely feel free to disagree with me. I'm all for the different opinions because honestly I just don't really have an opinion, to be honest. I will say my favorite out of all the movies is just the regular Twilight movie. Sorry. To me, it's just the easiest to follow. It has the most notable plot, and it's just the most classically and iconically Twilight. Definitely my least favorite out of all the movies is Eclipse. I don't hate Eclipse though. It's an entertaining movie, but I hate Jacob. I hate Jacob so much. I don't care. He is so insufferable. He is so immature. I hate him so much. Also didn't really understand that they played up this, you know, newborn army to be some crazy horrible thing, and then when it came down to like the newborn fight scene, it was like 8 newborn vampires. It was like, what? Oh, Twilight's number 1 for me, Eclipse is number 5, and then in between, I don't really have an opinion on the rest of the movies. They all are kind of around the same for me. I would say my second favorite was probably New Moon. I did enjoy that movie because Jacob was actually normal in that movie because it was before he turned into a wolf, but once he became a wolf, that's when I hated him. I just hated his personality so much. And then my number 3 would probably be Breaking Dawn Part 2, mainly because I just like the ending. I like the end scene when they're like in the woods or in the flower field and Bella shows him a little montage of like, you know, all their moments together. Like, that was just cute. I really liked Breaking Dawn Part 1, but I only liked half the movie. I loved their wedding, I loved their honeymoon, seeing them happy together, and then once Bella got pregnant, I kind of just didn't like the rest of the movie just because of the way it was depicted was kind of scary and I felt uncomfortable by a lot of it. I didn't like how skeletal they made Bella look, and the birth scene was kind of graphic. I kind of had to look away for that, so I don't know, that's just me, girl. You know, if you agree or disagree what your ranking is, I'd love to know. Give me your reasons, because girl, I don't really have a whole lot of them. Thanks for watching, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.